Hey, my name's Paula Smith and this is my why journey. This is my story of how I became a Younique presenter and what happened to me after. So I'm just going to quickly run over the starting point of my why journey and what led me to this point 5.5 years later. So let's go back in time, back to 2014. Paula was not a happy bunny. My life was kind of crashing around me. There was a lot of things going on in my career that I wasn't happy about. I'd left a job that I'd been in for 15 years in a school and gone to work in an office because I knew that I needed a change in my life. I didn't quite know what it was. I was so unhappy in myself. I was really low on self-confidence. I had no self-esteem whatsoever. And I kind of hit a bit of a bad patch where I knew that things needed to change, but I didn't really know how to change or what to do. I just knew that what I was doing wasn't working for me and I didn't want to get up in the morning, and the job that I was in, I didn't want it anymore. I'd lost sight of who I was. I was just mum. I was Sean's wife. I was Mrs. Smith at school. I wasn't me anymore. I'd lost my sparkle, lost my direction, and I really needed something drastic to change. And so one day in the summer of 2014, when I was in between jobs, something happened unexpectedly. I was scrolling through Facebook one day and I came across a buy-sell swap group post for a work from home job. Something about that post made me stop my scroll and look at it and actually message and ask about it. Now, let me just tell you, 5 minutes before, 5 days before, 5 weeks before, 5 months before, 5 years before, whatever, I would have had no interest in that post whatsoever. I would have scrolled on past it, not even thought twice about it. I definitely would never have asked. I wouldn't have even been interested what the work from home job was, because I was fine. But that day, something made me stop, something made me ask about it, and that was where my why journey started. Because although I didn't know anything about Younique, and I knew absolutely nothing about network marketing, direct sales, selling online, selling full stop, makeup, how to use Facebook, all the skills that I've learned ever since, I knew nothing about any of that. I had no confidence whatsoever. So initially I dismissed it as a really crazy idea because A, I didn't know how to do makeup. B, I was in my mid-40s. Like, who was going to look at me putting makeup on? Who would buy from me? C, I didn't have a lot of Facebook friends, and most of everybody that was my Facebook friend I actually knew in person, and I just didn't think that I had what it took, and I wasn't interested. But also at the back of my mind, I was a little bit kind of dismissive of it because I had that kind of mindset of, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam, they're going to take my money and I'm going to get ripped off. So I didn't kind of progress it for a few weeks, but then it kept coming back to me and I kept messaging and asking more questions and finding out a little bit more. And every time I found something more out, I wanted to find something more out. So this became a snowball effect until I was actually hooked in the end. And so I joined the pre-launch groups because Younique hadn't even launched in the UK at that time. It was October 2014 when we finally got to join. And I was part of the pre-launch group for a few months before that. Got totally caught up in the hype, started to believe that I actually could do something like this through chatting to other people, being part of like training groups and messaging people. And there was a lot of hype, there was a lot of mass hysteria and excitement over this 3D fibre mascara, which was all we could think about and talk about. I did my research and I found out that Younique was indeed a real company. It wasn't a pyramid scheme. I was going to get something in return for my joining fee, which was a big concern for me because being in between jobs, money was a bit scarce and I didn't want to be just throwing it away. But when I found out that I was going to actually get some makeup in exchange for my £69, I thought, okay, so worst case scenario, I'm getting some new makeup. best case scenario, I'm going to start a work from home business, which I've never done before, but you don't try to, you don't know if until you try. So very trepidatious, didn't really know whether I could do it or not, didn't expect it to work out, didn't have any faith in myself whatsoever that I could make a success of it. But against all the odds, I joined on 1st of October 2014 and gave it my all. And I've got to say, it was the best, absolute best decision that I could have made, because it totally changed my life in so many ways. Financially, it meant that I didn't have to, well, I did actually, I'd already got another job by that time, a 1-year contract in a local school, supporting a little boy with special needs. But my intention was at the end of that year's contract not to find a further school job and to actually make the business my full-time income. So I financially gained from it. I got so many friends, that I started off with about 105 Facebook friends when I joined Younique. I've now got well over 3,000. Granted, I don't know them all personally, but I do know a lot of them, and I do try and make friends with the people that I do add on Facebook. A lot of my friends that I had before Younique have become customers, and a lot of the customers, well, basically all the customers that I've found since I've been doing this business have become friends. So, I've got a big, massive network of people that I never would have had before. I wouldn't have known a massive percentage of the people that I know now before I started my business. I've learned how to do makeup. Yay! I've had so many opportunities to travel. I've earned 5 incentive trips around the world, lots and lots of retreats. I've gone to training events, to convention. I've even flown to Spain on my own. That was a biggie for me. Actually flying to a country to a training event all by myself was a massive kind of step out of my comfort zone. But I've taken so many steps out of my comfort zone in the last 5.5 years, and you know what that's done? That's built my confidence up massively. So doing things out of your comfort zone and really pushing yourself to your limits is what helps you to grow in confidence. And that is one of the biggest things that's happened to me, is my self-confidence is really high now compared to what it was when I joined. I didn't have any whatsoever. My self-esteem is just normal now, and I just look at myself as a normal person. I don't criticize everything about myself. Yes, when I've got a spot, I don't like it. And when I see a few extra pounds on my body, I don't like that either. But I'm not looking at myself with loathing and disgust like I used to do. So that's great. But one of the biggest things of all that I've gained from this business over the last 5 years of working it day in, day out, learning about the business, learning about myself, and learning about people, and getting skills, knowledge, passing that on. One of the biggest things that I've benefited from this business is the thing that I needed more than anything at the start, and that is I found me again. I found the Paula that was hiding and was missing, and had lost herself and totally didn't know what she wanted from life anymore. I'd lost my sparkle, and now I've definitely got the sparkle back through this business, working from home, doing all the things that I need to do with this business to make it successful. Has made a massive difference to me and to my life, and I've definitely found the joy in my life again that was missing. I love this business. I love what it's done for me, and the thing that I love equally as much as rediscovering myself is actually seeing the way that this business changes other people's lives as well as it's changed mine. And that could be through selling products to people, solving problems, solving issues, finding solutions to problems, short lashes, spots, dry skin, whatever the things are, helping people to find a solution and find products. They're amazing products, I've got to just say that, but finding products that are going to benefit them and help them to feel better. That's a massive boost to me. and not only that, is when I introduce the business to other people, other women, and see how this business can change their lives and their circumstances, whether it's financially or personally. Again, it's massive to be able to do that, you know, for somebody else, to give them the opportunity to create a better and different future for themselves. That is so heartwarming when you know that you've been able to do that for them. So yeah, this business financially has improved my life and my circumstances. Personally, it's improved my self-esteem, my self-confidence, rediscovered who I am, and that's okay. I've been able to help so many other women in one way or another, and also through supporting our charity, the Younique Foundation, which is quite dear to my heart as well. I've posted about that a lot of times on Facebook. You know, Younique is linked up to a charity, the Younique Foundation, which helps women who are survivors of childhood sexual abuse. So you can find out a little bit more about that if you want to know more. And I've had travel opportunities. I've had so many experiences that I never would have had previously in my working life, in schools and in offices. So I'm eternally grateful for that, because you can't put a price on experiences like that, things that, you know, that enrich your life. And we're not just talking about money here, we're talking about, you know, experiences of doing things and going to places and being with people, and friendships that you make and support that you receive, and learning, you know, learning about myself and learning about how to get past my demons and how to, you know, overcome issues in my own life, and then being able to pass that on to other people as well. Super valuable to be able to do that. And also it's been great for me doing this business because my kids are adults, you know, they still live at home, but they're not dependent on me anymore, which is brilliant, because that meant I could then, you know, I've brought them up, they're living their own lives now as well, and that means it's time for me to go out and do what I want to do for me now, which is this is what I want to do. You know, I don't really watch a lot of TV because I'd rather be working on and building my business, because it's like my third child. I love it so much. It's my passion, it's my purpose. And that is why after 5.5 years, I'm still here. I'm still excited by this business. We've still got so much to do, so many things coming in the future that even I don't know about yet. And that's what keeps it fresh, because it's ever changing, it's ever evolving. And I'm really, really happy that I'm going along for the ride, because this wide journey has been full of ups and downs, but more ups than downs. And I can't imagine never being part of Younique now that I am. It's like it's in my soul, it's part of me. And that's really powerful. During the 5 years that I've been part of this fantastic company, I have actually managed to promote 6 times through the compensation plan. So I'm 2 spots off the top of the company now. I've built a massive team. My team is called the Purple Powerhouses, and I am so lucky to be working alongside so many fabulous, amazing women and men who are so passionate about their business just like I am. It's an absolute pleasure to mentor and support these people in their own individual unique journeys. And you know, again, it's you're part of a Y family. We call ourselves the Y sisterhood. We call each other Yesties. It's just the support and friendship that you get from within is just like nothing else that I've ever been part of before, and that does make a massive difference too. But I am super lucky that my team is so full of you know, superstars and people who are serious about the business, as well as women who just want to earn a little bit of extra pocket money, who are doing it as a hobby. You know, as there's a place for everybody within our team and within the company. So whatever it is that you're wanting from it, you don't necessarily have to be like me and, you know, want this to become your full-time income, profession, what have you. You can just do, you know, just what you want to do with it. It's an opportunity that you can shape and mold into whatever you want from it and the time that you've got to devote to it. So there's a place for everybody, and I'm here to help and support those girls in my team, and boys. There's boys too. And yeah, I'm super proud of our team. There's so many people that work so hard, you know, on their own businesses and helping their own teams as well. So that is kind of another aspect of this business that is really kind of important to me, you know, that kind of sharing and caring aspect of it as well. But I'm really proud of the achievements that I've had in this business and the way that, you know, my work has enabled me to sort of get to where I've got in this time. And I'm not where I want to be just yet, but there's still time to get there. I've got a lot of big goals that I want to go out and smash, and smash them I will. Just watch me. So thanks for listening. If you want to know anything about this business or ask anything about my why journey, the changes that I've made, the things that I've learned along the way, or if you want any help in any way, just give me a shout. I'm always happy to help, and I appreciate you for listening to me. Take care.